Hello students, this is step 5 of chapter 5. So if you're in your root folder, you'll notice you have an HTML folder. This was already created. And there's an HTML page for each one of the different images. So I'll open one just to show you. AppleStore.html has the largest version of the picture, and it says Apple Store. So what we're going to do is we're going to link those thumbnails to each of these HTML pages. Okay, so let's go back to Notepad and focus on each one of these. And I'm going to put it at the beginning, but I'm actually going to hit enter and arrow up so that you can see everything on the page. So we know that a link is a space href equals open quote. All right, and we know that the files are in the HTML folder, so we have to start with that / and this one is going to link to Seattle _ med dot. Now remember, this is an HTML page, not an image. Don't make the mistake of typing JPG here. HTML. Okay, and then we're going to close the A at the end of the link right here. All right. Now, in order to save a little bit of time, I'm going to copy this. Control C. Paste it here for the next one, and change Seattle _ medium to simply Seattle _ shuffle. SHUFFLE. Okay, and then we're going to close the A tag here. Hit enter, paste again, and now this image, this little thumbnail image, is going to link to downtown. Okay, DOWN, TOWN. All right, and then we have to close the A tag here. All right, and then we're going to scroll down to these images, and I'm going to paste again. And now this one's a little bit different. This one is Britain.html. There's no Seattle in this one. BRITAIN.html. Close A. Hit enter, paste again, and the last one is AppleStore.html. Oops. If I wouldn't have spelled this correctly, it wouldn't work. And if it doesn't work, you always know that you have to go back and troubleshoot. AppleStore.html, and then close the A tag here. And now I should be good to go. So let's Control S and see if our links work. Here we are. Let's refresh our page. This one links to Seattle Ferry. We'll arrow back. This one links to Seattle _ shuffle. We'll arrow back. This one links to Seattle _ downtown. We'll arrow back. This one links to Britain. We'll arrow back. And this one links to Apple Store. We'll arrow back. So everything works great. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to create a link back to our home page here. Okay? So in order to do that, we need to link back to index.html. So we'll do it once on one of the pages, and we'll start with Apple Store. So Apple Store, right click, open with Notepad++. We'll create one and then we'll copy it. So I'm going to put it in a P tag, and then a space href equals open quote. Now remember, we have to come out of the HTML folder, so / index.html. Okay, and then I'm going to write return to home page, close A, close P, Control S, and I'm going to copy this. Let's make sure it works. Okay, Control S, and I'm going to the Apple Store is the last one, so let's click on that, scroll to the bottom, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, I paused for a second because I wanted to see why the return link wasn't working. It is in fact working. It's just it was so low on the page we couldn't see it. So what I did is I went back and I added some BR tags, saved it, and refresh the page, now you can see there's a return to home page. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to not only highlight these lines, but I'm also going to highlight the BR tags, copy it, go back to my HTML folder, bring in Britain to Notepad. Okay, and after the close P, paste, Control S, go back to pencil.html, open with Notepad. Okay, after the P tag, hit enter. Oh, this is pencil. Okay, I guess we can have a link here too, that won't hurt. Pencil. The next one, Seattle_downtown. Open with Notepad. Paste the link back to the home page, Control S. Next one is Seattle_MED. Control S. And lastly, we have Seattle_shuffle. Control S. And now let's try them all. So we're in this page. We go to this page. We have a return to home. Shuffle, return home. Downtown, return home. Britain, return home. And Apple Store, obviously we already checked that one, return home. And if we were to go back and open up pencil.html, we'd see that we also have a return home on that one as well. Okay, so that concludes the instruction for Chapter 5. Thanks for watching.